Hey Anarka, thanks for this interview. Manny, our bass player, knows I'll never say no to him when he asks me to do this. I don't even like job interviews. Kidding aside, this is not just about my ex band members. We're friends, brothers for life. Poti, Tommy, Manny, I love them. I love them all. I apologize in advance if some or all of the things that I said are inaccurate. It's been a long time and some vulgar language was used too, and I'm sorry about that. Chaos, Pinoy punk revolution still alive. That's great. It's fun looking back. And all punk rockers who left us early, J.D. Malanta, Edmond Araulo, Howlin' Dave, Luis Giang, and most especially Potit Pangali. Rest in peace, you'll never be forgotten. But Tommy started all this and it's his baby no matter what, so it's fair to say I hope he responds to your request, Anarka, for a little bit of a chat. Hey Tommy, I know you're a very busy guy, understandable, but I had no doubt you'll give him a little bit of your time. He's such a nice guy. All of us would really appreciate that. Manny, Tommy, why don't we do a reunion concert? Not kidding. I don't know how we're gonna sound like, but it doesn't matter. No practice. Let's go straight to any stage and play one for the road one last time. That would be amazing. All right, go Pinoy punk rock. Enjoy, guys. All 4 or 5 people who will actually pay attention and listen to this. Pinoy Balut, they're awesome. Try it. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
What's happening, everybody? I'm Anarka Akaza here with a legend from the Philippine punk rock scene. What's your name, my good friend?
Dinosaur. Legend, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, you are
Yeah.
a legend in this country.
First over, but I changed my name to Dino. So,
And what band did you play in at one point in time?
oh, the band. I remember it was Chaos, my first band.
Chaos, Third World Chaos.
Third World Chaos. Well, I'm not into saying Third World Chaos, but because that came, a little bit.
Oh,
We were
really?
Chaos first, and then Tommy added Third World Chaos. I was like, what the hell? Okay.
I was actually gonna ask that because I've seen Chaos and Third World, like record and the tape has Third World on it. But so what? How did the name change come about, and for what reason?
I could not get into that, but it's about Tommy and Dave, Holly and Dave.
Dave.
It's the management, the way
Oh,
I don't think Tommy likes how we got managed by Dave, Holly and Dave, but
oh, Helen Dave.
yeah. And even after the we changed the name to Third World Chaos, he was talking about changing it to Excommunicate.
I was gonna bring that up actually later on in
Oh,
this because I know
you knew
that's
about that? I was like, what the hell, man? What's going
TRC.
on?
The third bombardment. Excommunicate has a Miss Bitch Fuck Off and
Right,
CCCP.
right. And that's between Dave and Tommy. Now, as far as like naming the band, I don't care what I really like Chaos. But
I mean, yeah, that's pure and
it
simple to the point.
yeah, it is what it is.
How did we'll call it Chaos for this? How did you become a part of Chaos? How did Chaos originally start?
Oh, okay. So Manny, the bass player, Tommy, the lead guitar, and I were classmates since uh, preparatory. Like grade school, high school. It wasn't until high school till we met Potit, the singer.
Potit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Potit, the singer, because he went to the same school with us. So we basically all grew up together.
that's awesome.
So yeah, when the band started in high school, Manny was the original drummer. I wasn't even on the scene yet. And Edwin Sanchez is the bass player. He's also a classmate of ours. But
Nice.
I think Edwin was at the time was more focused on studying. So I came in and played drums, and Manny switched to bass, and it was awesome. It was magical the way the four of us played. I mean, Tommy was a phenomenal lead guitar player, but it has this swagger of a rock star. And I mean, all of us do. I mean, we try to. But yeah, we started when we were young, high school.
Back then, I'm not like a mastermind on the Pinoy punk scene. I know quite a bit more than I did 3 years ago. But back then, when you started, it was, you said, the Jerks, you, Chaos, Dead Ends, the Lost Boys, Ocean Zoo. Like, what were some of the
Right.
earliest bands back then?
Well, actually, when we first started, we were playing pure rock and roll, and not till Tommy goes to London all the time, and then he went back, and we were listening to Sex Pistols, Billy Idol, and we played it like with our eyes closed. So
Damn, nice.
we started playing at the on disco. That's when I first saw the Jerks. That was like, hey, what the hell? This is the real stuff. The Jerks were the real stuff. Chukoy Pura was the lead singer.
Just met him the other day.
And the drummer at the time was Floor. I think his name's Floor, and he's like freaking awesome,
You
man.
have a 7 inch, which I don't own this because I only own New Move for Error, the bootleg version. But the first 7 inch, the
Yeah,
Chaos seven
I
inch
wish I
is
can get a copy of that.
I'll try to find you one, and if anyone
Oh,
listening to this has a copy, please get in contact with Dino. Get him a copy of his own record.
yeah, they're gonna sell it to me for like 300, $400.
No, no, not the bootleg version. I mean, the original version is insanely expensive, but you can get the bootleg version for like $10 or $20 online. But it's currently
Right.
not on stock right now. But I'll look for it for you. I will keep my eye out for you.
Well, cool. Cool. That'd be great. Anyway, back to the question about are we on the album now, or we're just
The seven
starting at it?
inch.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll start on the album. I don't know how long we it took us to complete all the songs in the album, but I really hated the way I played on that album
Why?
because I can't even remember what happened and when it was recorded because I was really out of it. Plus, I always criticize myself no matter what I play. I'm really hard on myself, and I'm listening to it right now. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell am I doing? It's not. But hey, it is what it is, and we made it. To me, making that album was an accomplishment as a person, but as a musician, I suck, man.
I know. I mean,
I wish we could do that again. I wish we could
Tommy,
do that.
listen. That would be awesome if you guys could. I
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite. I mean, when I first listened to New Move for Error, I definitely hear a nihilistic Sex Pistols influence there, but to Poteet has that very haunting overtone that casts throughout it, whether he's going fast or slow. And I like Opinions, Lost Dinosaur, Insult the Useless People. I just like
Exactly.
the lyrical overtone. I mean,
And
it
you
is
think
pure
every time you
chaos.
listen to the lyrics, you say, "Is this guy talking about me? Is this band talking about me?" I mean, we all been there. But let me get back on you were talking about the lyrics on Enemy.
One of the songs that I've been curious about is the song called "You." You people don't believe in you. You. Uh,
Right, right. Oh
who
well,
is you about?
don't we all have that? Don't we all have that feeling that people are talking about us and blah blah blah?
Yeah, it's
I
just
mean,
human nature.
yeah. I mean, it's in Enemy, the New Move for Error. That was like New Move for Era for a very long time when we were practicing it. I don't know what came about why it was changed to New Move for Error, but we were like going back. No, this the New Move for Era is better. No, New Move for Error is better. So you know, the latter came about.
The reason I brought up the song "You" is because um people have told me, because I know Tommy Tanchenko, his father was in the Marcos administration in the Department of Agriculture. People told me that the song "You" is a reference to Marcos, but um like, because the lyrics of it are like, whoever the song is about, you messed up all the TV shows, you, I hope you die today, you, people
Yeah,
don't believe in
yeah,
you. Like, do you know
right.
do you know who that song was written about, or is it just?
Mostly it's Tommy, and I don't question him, and he doesn't question me as far as recording or making music.
Oh yeah,
So, oh, that's what you want to do. Okay, that's what you want to do. Okay, listen. If you think that it was you that we're talking about, then the song kind of like it works. because it's
I
like
hope it
for
wasn't
everybody.
talking about me. I wasn't born yet.
All right, it's for everybody. And I thought it was like, hey, is he talking about me? The fuck.
That's a
So,
very
but
interesting concept right there. I like that. It's written in a more in general way.
I mean, punk music is more on like trying to push the boundaries and pissing people off. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's raw, aggressive music. What gave Tommy the idea for Twisted Red Cross, and how did he get the name?
I'm not into like forming other bands or helping out other bands, organizing concerts or movement, or that's more of a Tommy thing. I'm much more in,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
don't get
get
into
that.
that. And I think it's gonna do more justice if you ask Aldi Malanta about that. And talking about
Uh,
Aldi Malanta, you're not gonna believe that me and Al got together and we made a love song.
what? What?
I don't know if he's gonna remember that, but you ask him about that if you remember that.
I
But
will.
yeah, I was like,
Damn, that's
yeah.
amazing. That kind of just caught me off guard there. Wowzers.
Yeah, I think he
Well,
will remember that. He's gonna remember
well,
that.
tell me what it was like to play at the Brave New World live shows in like the Phil Trade Center.
Oh, it was awesome, man. We felt I don't know. As far as I am concerned, I felt like we were untouchable. Like we were just kids, but we play concerts. It's like what the hell? We go to
How
TV
many people
shows.
were there?
There's like hundreds of them.
Damn.
Hundreds of people. Watching and more of like a follower. And then they started forming their own band, which is kind of cool. And Tommy really is into helping out other bands. He's a very selfish guy. The band was covering our LP, our album, and they probably played better than than we did. But that's pretty flattering. Some other bands try to play your song. That's kind of pretty flattering. So
I mean, if you ask practically any punk rocker in this country that actually is part of the scene, they'll tell you. Like, if you ask someone who started punking globally, Ramones and the Pistols and the Damned and the Addicts, who started punk in the Philippines. Oh, that's the Jerks and Chaos. Like,
right,
people that know the
exactly.
history, they know that. They know this. It's
Yeah,
fact.
I would say Jerks is the pioneers. People say that we started it. Maybe it's just because we went on TV shows. We had that album, but it was really Jerks, man. Because I played different. But when I saw it's Flor Mendoza, the drummer. When I saw them play, I was like, "What the hell, man? This is the real stuff."
When New Move for Arrow was released,
Right.
what was the reaction to it by all your friends and all the fans?
Well, of course, it's an LP, it's an album, you know. How whatever mistakes, even I myself, I know, oh, I fuck up on that. I fucked up on this beat. I went too fast, or that's not supposed to be that way. But yeah, it was humbling for us. As far as the general media is concerned, I don't think they're really into it because we're just like making a lot of noise. This band is making a lot of noise, a lot of noise, and who cares? If we don't have that attitude that we are gonna be affected about what other people are saying, then it's we don't have you're not gonna be we were not gonna be talking about chaos.
I really wish I would have been here back then.
Yeah, for you telling me you're 29, I was like, what do you know about really? What do you know about chaos?
Lots of research.
Yeah,
um, what was it like playing at Katrina's?
I don't remember Katrina's. I remember on disco. I remember we were like bunch of kids playing in bars. You're a teenager and you're playing and you're getting paid, and you're blah blah blah.
Oh, so what are some of your favorite bands from back then in the TRC scene?
Oh, from my scene.
Yeah, like Dead
Uh,
Ends, GI,
oh, Dead Dance
Deceased.
is like Dead Dance are like my brothers, practically neighbors. JD Malanta and Aldi Malanta.
Rest in peace.
They're yeah. Rest in peace. They're like brothers to me, and actually, they are. I think they're the third best punk group that I know as far as recording is concerned because they're pretty good.
Yeah, they put out
And
3 records on TRC. Only band to do that.
that's the thing. When I left, I lost contact. I wish I have that.
Actually, a lot of those old TRC tapes are extremely hard to find, and I don't even
Are
think Tommy has them. To be honest, I've heard that Tommy doesn't even have that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I asked him about that. In fact, I asked him about our records. He doesn't have any more copies. Blah blah blah.
So I read in a copy of Herald X magazine that it said circa 1987 there was a time, and it shows a picture of the four of you guys sitting there, and I
Right.
think Tommy is the one that's being interviewed. I don't know who's interviewing him. It said that your contract with Dyna Records was about to expire, and that you were considering, you as in Chaos, were considering signing a lifetime contract with Twisted Red Cross. Did that ever happen?
Again, that's a Tommy question.
Oh.
I don't get into that. And I think at that time, that interview happened was the time I got busy because I'm going to
Married?
the States. I got married.
Yeah,
So
it said you got married and were looking into starting a family.
all right.
There's a Pepsi commercial with Third World Chaos playing in it?
Yeah,
I gotta
kind of
hear
fun.
this.
Yeah, I could not find any copy of that, but it was kind of
Yeah, dude,
fun.
I was searching all over YouTube for that.
I don't know about that because I couldn't find myself. But let me see.
How
Yeah,
did that
we
even
were
happen?
we how well, like I said, we always go on TV and so I guess somebody noticed that they want us to be in a Pepsi commercial. The thing is, we thought we are gonna be playing as a rock band, right? So we all went there with our attire, and they gave us like this old Filipino instruments. Like, I don't know if you see it when you go to Baguio City, you're gonna see a lot of instruments that's like Filipino type instruments that they want us to hold it and play as a rock band. I was like, what the hell? And
What?
Tommy didn't like it, right? So we were going back and forth, back and forth. It's like, hey, come on, man. And so so we went like, hey, are we getting paid for this? Yeah, we're getting paid. So what the hell? Let's do it.
How
So
much
we
did they
like,
pay you? Do you
oh,
remember?
I don't remember. I don't recall. And I really didn't care. But we were like going back and forth with Tommy because Tommy did. There's no way Tommy would do it. But we were like, hey, how much are we getting paid? Like, oh, well, let's just say we're gonna get paid like, okay, pay 500 at the time. I don't recall. But this is gonna be on TV. So and it's a Pepsi commercial. What the hell with it? Who cares?
That's
So
awesome.
we were like going like I don't know how long we taped it, but it was kind of fun because I know Tommy hated it, but I was like, okay, okay, let's go. We were holding these weird instruments and we go like circling around. It's like, oh, this is, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be, but it went well. To me, it went well.
What song was played?
Not even our song, man. It's not even our song. It's a Pepsi song. Like I said, it's been a long time. I've never.
Oh,
I've been trying to get a copy of that, and I think it's, I don't know. Maybe it's still out there somewhere.
when you sent me that message, of all those questions you put on there, I was like, what? A Pepsi commercial? I
Right?
spent
No, no,
all
no.
night trying to
Pepsi.
find that.
Look, listen to me. Pepsi commercial is not bad. I don't care if it's Coke or whatever soda commercial that is, but us holding a native instrument. At first, I was like, hell no. But then I go, like, are we gonna get paid for this? It's gonna be on TV. Okay, let's go do it.
God damn, that. To be
Yeah,
honest, when you told me, I was so. I've been so excited to just ask you that because I typed in everything I could. Third world cast, Pepsi commercial, Philippines '80s. I typed in so many things that I couldn't find it. I was like, oh my
yeah.
god,
I
I
couldn't
gotta
find
see
anything
this.
either. It's been a long time, but yeah.
Do you remember approximately what year that might have been?
Who? I think that's the year before I left. Maybe 86, 87,
'86.
87, something like that.
I'm going to dedicate my life to finding that.
There you go.
I gotta find that shit. I will ask you real quickly because you mentioned it earlier. Can you please tell me about excommunicate?
Yeah, I can tell. When
Woohoo!
Howling Dave was still managing us, and Tom is our lead, uh, um, our leader. As far they don't really connect most of the stuff that Howling Dave was telling Tommy or whatever. That's why Tommy cut the ties with Howling Dave, and he was telling me about it, and I was like, why excommunicate? Why the hell do we have to change our name? Well, it's just because we're trying to distance ourselves. Well, who cares? We're still chaos. So we went back and forth, back and forth. I don't know how far that excommunicate name as far went, but to me it's still chaos. It's chaos the first time, and then he we added third world chaos. To me, still chaos, and then it's excommunicate. To me, still chaos.
Yeah, I mean, I read in a, I don't know where I read this at, it's been a minute, but I read on the third world chaos part, I read that was added to add a little bit more salt to the wound, to kind of add emphasis to uh, third world chaos, like a little bit more of a brutal sounding name. Would you agree with
Right.
that potentially?
I just like chaos.
I mean, yeah, chaos is like
I
nice and
mean,
simple and
well,
raw.
yeah. At the time, to me, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I really don't care. But it's to me, it's just chaos. I just like chaos. I don't add anything to it. XCOM because something happened between Tommy and Dave. I mean, you're gonna change the name. That's not right. I mean, for me, it's not. It's not. I still, consider myself as also chaos.
I'll
I think
leave
we
this
get
next.
we got not two albums, two songs out of that excommunicate.
Yeah, yeah. Miss Bitch Fuck Off and CCCP, and I'm reading that from the track list of the third bombardment. Who
There you
is
go.
the. I've always wanted to ask this, which I know you mentioned earlier. Sometimes when Tommy wrote a song, you didn't know who it was about. Who is the bitch and Miss Bitch Fuck Off? Who is that song about?
Like I said, it's a general. I mean, if you feel like we're talking about you, then we did our job.
I
If
love
you
that.
talk
I
about
love that
okay,
concept. That's
if
a
it
great concept.
like when we were playing Pistols, there's Anarchy in the UK. The first verse was like, "I am an antichrist," right?
Yeah.
You know that song? I was like, "Oh, wait a minute! I'm not playing this song. We're not antichrist." So, and it was like, so okay, we're gonna change it. We're not an antichrist. So that is so
Um.
But the fuck this, fuck that, fucking all the fucking brat that, with buddies. That's pretty fair. It's a punk music. It's a punk scene. Go for that. But if you're saying like, you know, I'm an antichrist, hell no, I'm not gonna say that. We're
Yeah,
not gonna
I
say
get
that.
that.
So,
One question I had about excommunicate. Another question here is CCCP, Catholic Communist Church of the Philippines. I know
right.
Tommy is a born again Christian now. What triggered that song? Because that is a blast. That is a punch to the face of the Catholic Church. What exactly triggered that song?
What song is that? I don't remember that song.
It's by Excommunicate on the third bombardment. It's
That
the
would be us.
Catholic Communist Church of the Philippines. Catholic Communist Church of. It's a very angry song directed at the Catholic Church, saying how
But
they're.
what
Uh,
is it true though?
huh?
Would you agree with the lyrics though?
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, the church is about how
Well, there
corrupt
you
they
go.
are and how they control the masses and how they're very. I mean, the Catholic Church to this day is criticized.
We all grew up as Catholic because we went to Catholic school, obviously, but we don't agree. I don't. Obviously, Tommy doesn't uh, about the Catholic ways. I'm a born again Christian. Put it that way. Yeah.
Another question I was going to ask, is this is kind of a rewind here. In 2019, when I interviewed Arnold Morales of the Urban Bandits, he met, obviously Tommy's dad was in the Marcos administration. What was that like being in a punk rock band during the Marcos era? Was it dangerous, like having like lyrics like
Well,
that?
not to us.
Where was the first Chaos gig?
First Chaos gig was let's see, high school when we were in high school. Yeah, we were still in high school then. Like I was saying, Edwin Sanchez was the bass player, and Manny was playing the drums. I was like, the first gig, I was like, what the hell? Why am I not included on this? Like, so so I jam with them, and then like I said, Edwin doesn't. I don't know what happened. And I heard that Edwin doesn't want to be in a band because he's more he wants to concentrate more on his studies and all that. So like when we jam, me and I was on drums, Manny switched to bass, and Tommy was on a lead. And like I said, Plotty has that swagger, rock star swagger. So it's pretty cool. It was pretty powerful when we played together.
Where was your first gig with Chaos?
In school, high
Oh, at
school.
school.
Yeah,
Was it like in front of your fellow students, or what was the crowd like?
we got the drums there, like guitars, and it's like a rock scene. Hey, they're happy, we're happy.
Do you remember the songs you played on your very first gig with Chaos?
We played a lot of uh, we played Pistols, Billy Idol. What else? Rock and roll, Beatles, rock and roll. Oh, in
Oh,
fact, this is the time when I think I really pissed Tommy off because I know how to play. It's up to you if you want to put this on. I don't care.
absolutely.
I, I was just playing drums with him, right? And I know he can play Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven.
Oh God.
So yeah, so I can play too. So we switch, and I was like, and Manny was playing the drums, and we switched. So I was like, wait a minute, let me pick up. There's another guitar up there. I pick it up and I played I played duet with him on the first on that song. Oh, he was not too happy about that.
Awesome.
Yeah, but we're not like, hey, what the fuck did you do that for? We're not like that. I mean, he's pissed at the time. I know because, but after that, bygones are
Seriously.
bygones.
So you're saying you started playing Stairway to Heaven, and he was like, "What the fuck are
I
you
I
doing?"
picked up the guitar and I played it with him too. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Oh
So,
my God, that's awesome.
uh, so make this long story short, the gig was cut short.
Oh my God, I wish I would have been
Yeah.
there to see that. I'm just trying to picture you guys are down there on the gym floor, and you just start playing, and Tommy looks at you like, "What the fuck are you
Uh,
doing?"
yeah, that pissed him off. I remember that. I won't forget that. I was like,
Uh,
so who cares? I don't care. I played.
but he still went along with it though.
Yeah, he went along with it, but the solo, he's fucking unbelievable. He plays, lead guitar. He's unbelievable. You
That's
know,
amazing.
yeah.
Well, where and when was the first Chaos gig that you played your original songs, and what was the first original Chaos song y'all played live?
What was the name of the place that you told me? Is it Phil
Huh?
Bogart?
Filtrate?
You're the one who Filtrate. Yeah, we play at Filtrate all the time. On disco, we played on disco all the time. A lot of schools. Yeah.
What was the first original Chaos song you performed live?
Oh, we are the one. That's
We are the
our first.
one.
That's our first. That's the first one that we composed. We made. We are the one, and after that,
That's on the 7 inch, right?
yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that was our very first song that we made, and after that, it's like piece of cake for all of us.
Well, one of my favorite tracks, by other than the ones I mentioned, I like how the album opens with "Sophisticated Brat, Stick It Up Your Ass."
Right.
That's just some venom to just open. When I first heard that, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good band."
Yeah.
Also, this song, "Rebel Rockers on the way to put you down."
Exactly.
What's the story behind Rebel Rockers? I've got
Yeah.
the whole
I
album
mean,
memorized.
like I said, we make songs to irritate people, to push the boundaries, speak the truth. It's all true. You were telling me. I even forgot the lyrics, and you were telling me you blah 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 blah. You, and I was like I said, the first time I heard it, it's like, is this fucker talking about me? But yeah, we were just like, we just want to push the boundaries and push we got no limits actually.
Did Chaos get along pretty good as a band for the most part? Like, did y'all have arguments, or
Oh,
Uh,
arguments? No, no. Like I
were
said,
there any
we
breakups
no,
other than the final breakup?
not really. We
It's
get
good to
along.
hear.
Like I said, we get along. There's this one. Me and Manny. No, I'm not getting into that. Me and Manny had a fist fight before. Put it that way.
What?
Because we're like brothers. You know, we all grew up together. There's like a cemetery like behind our school. There's a church and a cemetery, right? Now, if you're on that school, you have to be able to fight. Like, what the fuck are you looking at me for? Okay, let's go to the
Oh
cemetery.
god.
Let's go duke it out. Okay, so that's the thing that we got. And for some reason, me and Manny got into it. Okay, let's go. So
Do
I
you
was like,
remember what it was about?
hell no. It's probably some stupid shit. But I mean, Manny was taller than I was, so I was like, I'm not gonna back up either. But after that, he was gonna walk away, and before he walked away, I ripped his polo shirt, his uniform, and I started running.
Oh my god. That's
So
awesome.
that's the only time that I remember that we had an altercation. But it's all fun. So it is what it is.
I know you obviously left in 87, 88, and just for all the fans out there who love Chaos, is there ever a potential chance for a Chaos reunion in the future? If you are ever here and the right phone calls get made?
Oh yeah, sure. But like I said, if I asked Manny about that a long time ago and he didn't respond. I told Tommy before, I think that was like 2000 or something, and I went back home in the Philippines. And what about Putty? How are we gonna replace him? So
Sorry to
I
hear
talked
that though.
to Tommy about that. Hey, what about playing again? How are we gonna replace him? Let's talk about that later. Yeah, but
Wow.
if it's Tommy and Manny wants to do it, hey, I'll pack my bags right now. Let's go play.
God, that would be so awesome. Um,
Yeah, that you could put on record. Yeah.
Absolutely. Were there ever any thoughts of a second Chaos record?
Oh, like I said, once we get back to playing, I'm pretty sure that we could
No, I
put
mean,
some more songs.
oh, I mean, like back in the '80s, after his new move for Error came out in '84. Were
Right.
there back then? Was there another album in the works?
I don't recall. We
New
made a
move.
lot of songs, put it that way, but I don't think not all of them made it through.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Is how
Yeah.
many unreleased songs are there, or
Oh,
were
I don't
there?
know. I don't know. Like I said, we did a lot of songs. Some of them like halfway. Some of them is just like intro. You know how it is as far
Yeah.
as like a punk music is concerned. Like a lot of breaks, a lot of, and we're pretty good at that. So we have a lot of still unresolved, unfinished songs. Put it that way.
Do you
I wish.
remember the names of any of them?
Nope.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's all
I
good.
can. Yeah.
What was the official reason for why Chaos stopped being a band?
Well, like I said, I have to go to the States. I started the family. I got married. If I stayed in the Philippines, we're not gonna make it. We're not poor, we're not rich, but I got five siblings here in the States when I was back in the Philippines, and my mom comes over like once a month, once every 3 months, put it that way. And we have a drugstore, like two of them. So you talk about drugs, not a problem for me. So money, my sibling sends me money, and so we're not poor, we're not rich, but it's just so happened that I said I'm gonna start a new life, get married, and that's why I changed my name to Dino. Because I want to forget about Ferd, the punk drummer, the the punk bands and all that crap. And I
Yeah.
came here, I was playing keyboard. I don't even know anything about the Frank Sinatra stuff. It's like, what the hell am I doing? But hey, it's still playing. So
What was
yeah,
the band's initial reaction to you making a departure?
the band's reaction. Well, we're all busy anyway. Tom is busy with organizing all the bands.
How did the Philippines change as a country? Like, what was the? I know you left shortly afterwards, but
Right.
what were things like after Marcos got exiled to Honolulu by Reagan?
I think it's more of a relief for feeling for Filipino people because Marcos killed a lot of people, and so, he took a lot of money from the Filipinos. But see, there's after Marcos, there's also you got to remember all the presidents that came after Marcos was also corrupt. Marcos killed a lot of people.
I've been told that Marcos killed. He had people killed just for speaking out, and like he
Exactly,
had people like
and
disappeared and whatnot.
so does Imelda.
Plain.
That's when it's all started when Nino got killed. So
You know who the president is here now, right?
uh, uh yeah, I'm shaking my
Bang
head right. I'm shaking my
Bang
head
Bang
right now.
Marcos.
Exactly.
Like
But hey,
when you and your family in Florida or wherever you were when that occurred, when you read the news that Bang Bang Marcos Jr. has been elected, what were your thoughts right then and there? Like what?
not even elected. That he's running
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
office. I was like, what the fuck?
It's
The
like
thing
what
is
the.
that's the mentality of Filipinos. You're famous. You can do anything.
I've
Let's
been
vote
told
for it.
that.
Like Joseph Estrada. One. He's a corrupt guy, right? But he's an actor. He's he's famous. That's why Filipino voted for him. Pacquiao is a senator right now.
So you weren't
I
really
mean,
surprised when Marcos got
why, why?
elected.
I was like, so that's the mentality of Filipino people. If you're famous, you did something for the Filipinos, and yeah, we're gonna vote for you. That's sad. It is sad. I mean, hopefully this Bongbong Marcos Jr. is different. And yeah, I don't know, because I really don't know the guy. I know Marcos. I know what he did. I know what he has done. But as far as Bong Bong is concerned, I don't know the guy. I mean, hopefully he's not the same as his father is.
I think I've asked most of my questions about chaos, but I gotta ask this. You said you play keyboards when you get to the U.S. Have you been in any other band other than Chaos?
Oh yeah, like I said, I played with numerous bands here, and I've learned a lot about music. Not just playing for me when I got here. It's like I gotta beat the drums so hard, so they will, I'm gonna get this gig. So I play with it. I play with this band, and one of the drummers was a real professional drummer. I was like, he can even hit the snare that hard. I'm gonna hit it more. And we were playing a love song, so I tung tung pa tung tung. It's like I learned a lot. That's why I learned a lot. It's not just like hitting. You gotta learn music. It's not just like hitting like dimension one dimension. That it's all it's all. You gotta play guitar so loud. You gotta hit the drums so loud. I've learned a lot since then.
What was the name of your what was the name of that band that you played in
Above and Beyond. Let's
Above and
see,
Beyond?
Technocrats. And when I was playing, let me say this. When I was playing keyboards. Right, the drummer was a real good friend of mine. Actually, my best friend. I was playing. So he would yell at me in the middle of the song. He's like, "Hey, you motherfucker! Put your settle down on your keyboard. It's too loud." Before the song ends, "Hey, you motherfucker! Get your sound a little bit higher. We can't hear you." I'm like, it's gonna affect me. Hell no. That's how you learn. And I play with older guys than 20 years older than I am.
Damn, that's amazing. So you've since Chaos, you've been very busy with the music from then till now.
Not very busy with music. I play on weekends. You just gotta you gotta work.
What's
You're in
your
a stage. You gotta
what's
work.
what's your current band?
Right now, I don't have any because we just
Oh,
move it. No, I just jam around. Whenever there's a band, hey, can I play? Okay, sure, can play. Or what do you want to play? I don't know. You want to play drums? Okay, play drums. But play bass. Let's go. I really want to go back, but as far as like practice is concerned, like I'm fucking too old. And ego comes in a way. A lot of bands, a lot of egos, a lot of big headed. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I get you. What was your when you first heard your recordings, like the very first time you heard your recordings? What was your reaction to that? How did it sound to you? Were you impressed by it?
I was impressed it was recorded, put it that way. But the more I listen to it, I mean, the more I listen to it now, it's like I feel play like shit. Like, how the hell? Why the hell did I do that? Like I said earlier, it's more of an accomplishment to me as a person when we did the recording. But as a musician, I'm always like, hard on myself. Tommy Potite did a great job.
Absolutely. Oh, which by the way, how did the band get named Chaos? I don't even think I asked that. See what I mean?
Yeah, I'm racking my brains now.
Were there any other names that were potentially going to be used other than Third World Chaos? Obviously.
No, it's just chaos. I think we started with chaos. It's
Oh,
chaos because I guess you know it's a punk band. It's a new genre for or the new kind of music that Tommy wants to bring. You can have like Serenity Band or something. It's got to be something catchy like chaos. So
and were there riots? Was there? Did the
I
PNP
don't think
show
I
up?
have ever seen any riots or any kind of hoodlum fans. They were like, dancing wild, shirts, no shirts, and or whatever, punk attires or something. But I've never seen any fights or any, as far as I know, I have never
So
seen
it was
any of
a
that.
so back then it was mostly peaceful. There wasn't any like cars being torched by, you know, Molotov cocktails or people's houses
No,
being
no,
broken
no,
into, and
no. There's nothing like that. I don't know
that's
about
good.
now, but
No, definitely not now. I just asked because I know during the '80s hardcore scene in America that happened all the time. Police cars got torched, people got fucking murdered, beaten the shit out of. There were drugs,
yeah,
there's heroin. Like it was like especially in Los Angeles, it was really bad. So the Philippine
right.
punk rock scene wasn't. It didn't have that violence to it then.
No, I've never seen any kind of violence. But it's because maybe we're connected. Tom is connected. I mean, we got bodyguards when every time we play.
Oh,
There's no way they can touch us. And there's always police presence when we play because
really?
of Thomas. Yeah,
Did the what did the police think of your music? Since it obviously had a bit of a
probably
cultural edge
trash.
to it.
Probably the same. What the hell are these guys? They
What's this?
we start smoking joints, and all the cops goes away. It's like,
Oh, there's a question. I know currently in the Philippines, obviously marijuana is illegal, and that's a big no-no now. What was it
yeah.
like smoking weed back then? Like, what was the drug scene like?
Oh, that's a big no-no. But back then, I mean, they treat you like a criminal if they find out you smoke
So the same
and
as today, essentially.
yeah. And to me, I was like, I don't care. Take whatever you want.
I know Arnold told me that the punks used to do cough syrup.
Exactly.
So what advice do you have for all the young punks trying to make it in this world?
I don't know what punk is really to them. What punk really means to them. Is it just music? Is it just the attire? Is it how you act? Is it you got to know where you're at when you say you're a punk or you're a punk artist or we are musicians. So just keep at it. Go at it.
I
Just
really like that answer.
rock and roll punk multiplied by 10.
The fans are going to appreciate this and love it for what it is. You're going to make a lot of people really happy, including myself.
There
You,
you
you
go.
you made me happy. I mean, I've been wanting to do this interview for years. I've been wanting to talk with a member of
I think I heard
Chaos.
about you. June Ortega was talking about that. I don't know the name, but I think I heard about you before. He said somebody wants to, to write about the punk history in the Philippines, how and why it happened, blah blah blah. So okay, cool.
That's awesome. That makes my whole day. Yeah, thank you so much, brother.
All right, brother. I'll talk to
And
you soon.
I wanna say what I wanna do, what I wanna do, stick at you. I wanna piss all the test the bricks. What I'm telling you